Hey, and welcome to the Narrative Mindset Podcast. I'm your host, GT. And hey, how's it going? We're going to talk about kind of the railroad process. I want to get into that. I really don't get into it too much, but I want to get into that. I'll make a couple episodes on that. Um, so we're going to talk about just the first process before you go to school. Okay, so you apply for the railroad. You want to have some outdoor experience, maybe a little bit of heavy equipment experience, i.e., maybe like scrapyard experience. I worked in a scrapyard, and I think that qualified for experience to get in the railroad. Another thing you want to remember that you got to keep applying. So you'll apply, and you may not get the conductor position once, but just keep applying. And they'll pick you up one of those times. Maybe the first time, not maybe the second time, maybe the third time, whichever. It took me, I think it was 3 times, I think. So once you get a reply, then you want to, it'll take a minute. They'll send you for your physical, background check, whatever. They actually send you to an actual hospital, so you might want to, keep that in mind. Background check, it just all depends on what you have. Me, myself, I think I had a misdemeanor from a long time ago. Maybe some, little real small driving things, no, drunk driving, nothing like that, which I don't think would cause you not to get in or anything. But, they do the background check, and then you get ready for, they get ready to send you to school. And most railroads usually are down in, Georgia. So for me, I worked for CSX. So, the whole process takes about a good month, maybe 2 months. But you get ready for the schooling and everything. And just to kind of give you a little bit of a thing to think about, what schooling usually is what they're doing is they're sending you out there to basically teach you the operating rules. The operating rules. It's not really, it's just a bunch of rules like, what foot to get off the train on, in between cars, it's got to be 50 feet in between 2 cars that aren't attached to a train, and all that kind of stuff. You got to stand 30 feet away from a switch, and that's so you'll have a reflex where you'll want to jump and grab the switch because you think you might have lined it wrong or whatever. So if you're 30 feet away, you still have that reflex, but you're not close enough to actually grab the switch or whatever. But that process is about, like I said, it's about 2 months or whatever. So, it's like a lot of people, if you don't know, you'll kind of run yourself ragged trying to figure it out, trying to figure out, what do you need to study, this, that, and the other. It's not that difficult of a process. It's just, basically, they'll go through the questions with you, literally question by question, and then I think every Friday, then you'll have a test on what you went over. Long as you study a little bit on the stuff that you're going through, you take a look at it, maybe go over it once or twice, then you'll do okay on the test. And that's what your first week after you apply for the railroad. Well, let me take that back. Your first phase after you apply for the railroad and get accepted, that's what that'll be like before you go to school. And right before you go to school, you'll have to travel down to Georgia. All right, that's it for this episode of the Narrative Mindset Podcast. If you enjoyed this episode and you want to know more about the railroad, leave a comment. I'll do about maybe 3 or 4 more videos on the railroad. So stay tuned. Have a good one.